Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tucker, and today I'm doing a trivia video, but this is actually one that was sent to me by one of you guys. In the beginning of my last trivia video, one that I actually had to take down because of some technical issues with it, I asked you guys to send me any quizzes you would like for me to try, specifically those dealing with naming the colleges of NBA players. And the reason for that was I feel like I'm very good at remembering the colleges of NBA players, but most of the quizzes online were not necessarily easy, but a lot of the choices in the colleges were pretty obvious because they were very big name NBA players. So specifically, I asked you guys to send me a quiz of players that are still in the NBA that we would still know about, but are rotation guys more than anything else, not necessarily all-stars like most of these quizzes. And wouldn't you know it, a couple days later, someone that actually saw that video before I had to take it down sent me an email with this quiz with 200 players in the NBA that I have to name the college of in 15 minutes. You can see the title of the quiz right there, specifically for Sporting Logically, and the username is ziggypower. I'll obviously leave the link to this quiz in the description of this video. But with all that said, I want to go ahead and get started. I'm really excited. I can already tell that I'm not going to get all 200 of these. There are a few as I'm glancing through that I'm just blanking on, and maybe I'll remember them eventually, but I feel confident that 85% of these I should be able to get it right. Probably honestly higher than that, because 85% means I'm going to forget 30 of them, and I don't think I'm going to forget that many. But let's just go ahead and get started. There are some easier ones in the beginning. For example, like Kevin Durant at Texas, DeMarcus Cousins at Kentucky, Damian Lillard at Weber State. And so that was one of the reasons I wanted y'all to make me a quiz, because most of them were like that, where it was just all-stars and they're very easy to remember. But if you're looking at some of the other names in this, you can quickly see that it's going to get more difficult the further down we go. Kyrie Irving went to Duke. Steph Curry, another North Carolina college, he went to Davidson. Anthony Davis, another Kentucky guy. Blake Griffin, Oklahoma. How do I spell that? Oklahoma. Bradley Beal was Florida. And I've actually been surprised in doing some of these quizzes, and especially the one that I had to take down. There's a lot of Florida guys on these quizzes. Klay Thompson is Washington State. Donovan Mitchell is Louisville. I always struggle to spell Louisville. There it is. Joel Embiid is Kansas. Jimmy Butler is Marquette. Karl Anthony Towns, another Kentucky guy. Lauri Markkanen is Arizona. Kemba Walker is UConn. Kevin Love is UCLA. I like this one too. I'm assuming all these are accurate. I trust that this guy made an accurate quiz and did his research, but also I can do abbreviations in this, which makes it so much easier when I have to type these out. Marcus Aldridge, another Texas guy. Kyle Lowry was Villanova. Paul George, Fresno State. Yeah, Fresno State, because that's why there's those rumors about, or were those rumors about him going back to California to play with the Lakers, because he went to school at Fresno State, which is in California. Victor Oladipo, Indiana. Him and Cody Zeller were Indiana together. Russ is UCLA again. James Harden, Arizona State. Draymond Green, Michigan State. Al Horford, another one of those Florida guys that I talked about. DeMar DeRozan was USC, so University of Southern Cal. I wonder if it's going to take USC for that. Yeah. Kawhi Leonard is San Diego State. Again, it's going to get more difficult the further down we go. Andre Drummond, Connecticut. John Wall, Kentucky. Blanked there for a second. John Wall out for the season now, by the way. And it was weird because they announced that like a couple days later. John Wall hosts he has a name. His name is on a big high school tournament here in North Carolina, and he was just at the big high school tournament watching games, and then like a day later they announced he was going to end his season. So I don't know if they decided that before he went or what, but the timing was weird there. Ben Simmons went to LSU. I would think that's probably one of the few LSU players, if any, that are going to be on this list. Chris Paul went to Wake Forest back in the day, another North Carolina guy. Eric Gordon was Indiana. Brook Lopez was Stanford. I can already feel these getting a little bit more difficult. Courtney Lee was Western Kentucky, because I think he was on the Nets for a little while, and that's why I know these, or know him specifically. And a lot of these also are just from playing so much 2K that it gets stuck in your mind where these guys went to school. Kevin Martin was Western Carolina, another Carolina guy, North Carolina guy. Montrezl Harrell was Louisville. Anyway, Ryan Anderson was Cal. Georgia Hill, IUPUI. Is it going to take that? IUPUI. Like Indiana University of PUI. I don't remember. But it's something in Indiana. Drew Holiday, UCLA. Solomon Hill, I want to say Arizona, but if that's not right, I don't know. Right, Arizona. Tyreke Evans was Memphis with John Calipari. Isaiah Thomas was Washington. Semi Ojeleye was... He's, what's the... SMU? Gosh, I could literally see the mascot in my head, like the logo, and I couldn't think of the school for a moment. Danny Green was UNC. Go Pack. Robert Covington was Tennessee State. Can I spell that right? Tennessee State. Matthew Dellavedova was Gonzaga? No. Matthew Dellavedova. I'm going to have to come back to him. I don't want to waste too much time because I've already used up 5 minutes. Jason Tatum was Duke. Alec Burks, Colorado. Okay, I've got to pick up the pace a little bit here. Otto Porter Jr. is Georgetown. Shabazz Napier's UConn. Kent Bazemore, no idea. Reggie Jackson is Boston College. Trey Burke is Michigan. Cameron Payne is Murray State. Alan Crabb is Cal. Aaron Baines, no idea. No clue where Aaron Baines went to school. Andrew Bogut is Utah. Andrew Nicholson is St. Bonaventure. I don't know if I'm going to be able to spell that right, but that's 100% where he went to school. Tony Roten went to... I can see it in my head. Washington? Yep. Hassan Whiteside went to Marshall. These are getting tougher. Terry Rozier, Louisville. Come on, spell correctly, Tucker. Louisville. Every time. Kevin Hoyter, how you say his name, went to Maryland. He's a rookie. Damari Carroll went to... I don't know. I'll have to come back to him. I feel really rushed now looking at the time. Jay Crowder went to Marquette. Rondé Hollis Jefferson went to Arizona. Frank Kaminsky. I should have. Wisconsin. That took way too long. Wisconsin. There we go. Cody Zeller, Indiana. D'Angelo Russell, Ohio State. I feel like I'm in such a hurry now that I'm forgetting some of these for a second. Spencer Dinwiddie, no idea. Or Colorado, right? Colorado. Tucker. There we go. Monty Morris was Iowa State. Gordon Hayward was Butler, obviously. Tristan Thompson was Texas. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was Georgia. Tyus Jones was Duke. Lonzo Ball was UCLA. Josh Richardson was Tennessee. Patrick Beverly, no idea. Shelvin Mack was Butler with Gordon Hayward. Iman Shumpert was Georgia Tech. Jamon Shumpert was actually a point guard. Georgia Tech was actually a point guard for a good amount of his college career. Tobias Harris was Tennessee again, I believe. JaMychal Green was Michigan State. Maybe he wasn't. He was not. I don't know why I thought he was. I don't know where he went. Mike Conley was Ohio State. Jonathan Simmons, couldn't tell you. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was Kentucky. Deion Waiters was Syracuse. Jeremy Lamb was UConn. I'm trying to get as many of these as I can before I go back to the ones that I don't know. Tyler Zeller. Tyler Zeller went to UNC. Apparently my brother, by the way, Tyler Zeller. Not really, but everybody's told me that my whole life. CJ McCollum went to Lehigh. Justice Winslow went to Duke. Trey Lyles went to Kentucky. Jordan Clarkson went to Missouri. Tony Snell went to, I don't remember. Is it New Mexico State? Oh, just New Mexico. Derrick Rose went to Memphis. Steven Adams went to Pittsburgh. Aaron Gordon went to Arizona. Doug McDermott, Creighton, right? Yes, that was the coach. TJ Warren, go Pack, let's go. We actually have an NC State guy. NC State, let's go. Julius Randle went to Kentucky. Marcus Smart, Oklahoma State. Man, I feel like I can get most of these eventually. Just don't know about the time. I'm not even halfway done, and my timer's almost halfway over. Jamal Murray, Kentucky. OG went to Indiana. Dennis Smith, another NC State guy. Wes Matthews was Marquette. Larry Nance Jr., no idea. I'll have to come back. Noah Vonleh went to, I want to say Indiana. Yep. Nick Stauskas was Michigan. Him and Trey Burke both. Grayson Allen was Duke. Obviously, Jared Allen was Texas. Devin Booker was Kentucky. Andre Robertson, I want to say, was Colorado. Can I spell? Colorado. I can't spell. That's going to be my undoing. Torian Prince went to Baylor. Jakob Poeltl went to Utah. Bobby Portis went to Arkansas. Nerlens Noel went to Kentucky. Dwayne Wade went to Marquette. Domantas Sabonis went to Gonzaga. DJ Wilson was Michigan. Marvin Williams, UNC. Justin Patton, Creighton. I know these, but I'm going to run out of time. Kentucky. Man, I'm buzzing right now having to go so quick. Morehead State for Kenneth Faried. Troy Daniels. Oh, gosh. VCU, maybe? Yep. Henry Ellenson, Marquette. Again, there's a lot of Marquette guys on here. Mo Harkless was St. John's. Joe Harris was Virginia. Yep. John Henson, UNC. Buddy Hield, Oklahoma. De'Aaron Fox, Kentucky. I wish I could pause this timer. James Johnson, Georgia Tech or Wake Forest? Wake Forest. Costa Kufos, no idea. Paul Millsap, Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech. Thank you. Jeremy Lin, Harvard. PJ Tucker, Texas. Yep. Greg Monroe, Georgetown. Trevor Ariza, UCLA. Yep. Channing Frye. Where's Channing Frye? There he is. He went to Arizona. Rashawn Holmes, no idea. Jonathan Isaac went to Florida State. Aaron Aflalo, he went, is it UCLA? Yeah. Gary Harris, Michigan State. Gorgie Jang, Louisville, which again I have to try and spell. Tyler Johnson, I don't remember. I know I got that before in a different quiz video. I can't remember it now though. Quinn Cook went to Duke. Excuse me. Marshawn Brooks went to Providence? Yeah. Kyle Korver, Creighton. DJ Augustine. I don't remember. Texas? Kyle O'Quinn. Baylor? No, he went to that school that got it up, Norfolk State. They got like this huge upset. I can't remember against who. Derek Favors, Georgia Tech. Nick Young, no idea. I don't remember. Ish Smith, 100% went to Wake Forest. TJ McConnell, Arizona. DeLon Wright, Utah. Rajon Rondo, Kentucky. Svi was Kansas. Ian Clark, no idea. Wes Johnson was Syracuse. I'm trying to speed through this. Jeff Green, Georgetown. Malik Monk, Kentucky. Thaddeus Young, Georgia Tech. Thoughts? Yes. Udonis Haslam, don't remember. Florida, maybe? Yep. Kevon Looney. He was a Pac-12 guy, I'm pretty sure. UCLA? Yep. Karis LeVert, Michigan. Brandon Ingram, Duke. Corey Joseph, Texas. Michael Carter Williams, another Syracuse guy. Syracuse. Spelling. Mike Muscala went to Bucknell. Spelling is what's going to slow me down the most and mess me up. I've made up some time, though. 150 out of 200. Yvonne Rabb went to Cal. Landry Shamet went to Wichita State. Wayne Selden went to Kansas. Denzel Valentine, Michigan State. Jerome Robinson, another Boston College guy. Alfred Aminu, Wake Forest. Lots of ACC guys in this. Wake Forest. Rodney Hood, Duke, once again. ACC. Dwayne Dedman, no idea. DeJounte Murray was Washington because they always get good players and can't win any games. Mo Bamba's Texas. Devin Harris is Wisconsin. Darren Collison, UCLA. Myers Leonard, Illinois. Yep. Wilson Chandler, not sure. Vucevic went to USC. Evan Turner, Ohio State. Dwight Powell. Ugh, I don't know that one. Glenn Robinson, another Michigan guy. Him and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas. Trae Young, obviously Oklahoma, it's a given. Justin Anderson was Virginia again, I think. Yep. Jared Bayless, I don't remember. Jason Smith, I don't remember. Kelly Olynyk was, why am I blanking on Kelly Olynyk? Gonzaga? Thank you. Hardaway Jr., another Michigan guy. Anthony Tolliver, I have no idea. Raymond Felton was UNC. JaVale McGee was, Nevada. Troy Williams was Indiana. Marquise Chris, scroll down here so y'all can see. Marquise Chris was Washington. Kelly Oubre, Kansas? Yeah. FK Udoh was Baylor. If I can spell. Alfred Payton. Oh, Alfred Payton went to a small school in like Louisiana. Oh, it was just Louisiana in general. John Lure, no idea. Luol Deng, Duke. Terrence Ross, Washington. So I already got 179 out of 200, but I skipped a lot of these. Kent Bazemore, Aaron. If I knew how to spell St. Bonaventure, I could get Andrew Nicholson, but I can't remember. Larry Nance, I don't know. Costa Kufas, I don't know. Dwayne Dedman, Wilson Chandler, Dwight Powell, Jared Bayless, Jason Smith. I don't know any of these. John Lure went to Wisconsin, maybe? That's like the one that I might feel kind of confident in if I can get to him. To get me to 180. It'd be 90%. John Lure, Wisconsin. Thoughts? Hey, there we go. Why did I think Matthew Dellavedova went to Gonzaga? Am I dumb? I feel like I should know where Matthew Dellavedova went to school. No, it was the place that gets all the Australian guys. St. Mary's. Yes, there we go. All right, 181 out of 200. Ah, man, that's confusing because St. Mary's and Gonzaga play each other every year, so that's why I thought that. Okay, so we ended up with 181 out of 200. This is a 91%. We'll look at what everybody else typically finishes in a second, but see if any of these come to mind when I look at them now. Old Dominion for Kent Bazemore. I would not have gotten that. Aaron Baines, Washington State. Aaron Baines and Klay Thompson have the same alma mater. Interesting. Yeah, so Andrew Nicholson was St. Bonaventure. I just didn't know how to spell that. I wasn't going to look it up. DeMar Carroll, Missouri. I didn't know that. Patrick Beverly, I knew went to Arkansas in the back of my head, but I probably wasn't going to get there. JaMychal Green went to Alabama. Who am I confusing JaMychal Green with from Michigan State? Obviously, Jaren Jackson is with the Grizzlies now. I guess JaMychal Green's still with the Grizzlies, or is he with the Kings? I don't remember, but I clearly got that one wrong. Jonathan Simmons at Houston. No idea. Excuse me. Larry Nance at Wyoming. Didn't know that. Costa Kufos went to Ohio State. No idea. Sean Holmes, Bowling Green. Tyler Johnson, Fresno State. If I sat there for a second, I probably would have eventually gotten Tyler Johnson, but I don't know. Nick Young, USC. Probably would have gotten eventually. Ian Clark at Belmont. No. Dwayne Dedman, USC. No. Wilson Chandler, DePaul. Interesting. Chicago guy. Dwight Powell at Stanford. Maybe. Jared Bayless, Arizona. Jason Smith, Colorado State. Anthony Tolliver, Creighton. Yeah, so if I had a couple more minutes, I could have gotten maybe one or two more of those, but 181 out of 200 with guys like this, guys like Mike Muscala, Yvonne Rabb, you know, Wayne Selden. That's impressive. I'll take that. So yeah, I'm happy with that. 76 percentile. The average score is 57%, but I'm sure that's because either people ran out of time or they quit partway through or whatever. But yeah, if you guys want to try this quiz, you're more than welcome to. I will leave the link in the description as always. Don't try it immediately after you watch me do it, because then obviously you're going to know all the answers, but I would definitely highly recommend this one. I really enjoyed it. Really tested my knowledge of where these NBA players went to college. And yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video. I thank you all very much for watching. Once again, my name is Tucker. If you missed any of my previous videos, then be sure to check out the boxes on screen. Thanks again, and I'll see you all next time.